Welcome to the very first episode of our sonic journey. I'm your host, and today we're peeling back the layers of how I became the linguist I am today. Growing up, my home wasn't just a house. It was a sanctuary of knowledge. With both parents being lifelong educators, my childhood was framed by floor-to-ceiling bookshelves, overflowing with what felt like magical tomes. Reading was my first love, my gateway to other worlds, yet I was far from a perfect student. While I thrived in literature, mathematics was my Achilles heel. I wasn't failing, but I was stuck in that frustrating middle ground mediocrity. And if there's one thing about me, it's that I refuse to settle for just okay. I needed a strategy. That's when the light bulb moment happened. A linguistic barter. I struck a deal with my classmates. I'd master English to help them, and in exchange, they'd help me navigate the labyrinth of numbers and equations. To my surprise, I discovered I had a knack for it specifically, an uncanny ability to decipher sounds. My ears were tuned to the cadence and rhythm of English in a way that felt like a superpower. The more I listened, the more I fell in love with the language's texture. It wasn't just homework anymore. It was a passion project. Little did I know that a short trip to my uncle's house would soon turn this spark into a full-blown linguistic fire. My uncle's approach was sink or swim. He'd sit me down in front of videos, entirely in English, no subtitles allowed. I had no safety net, no translation to lean on. I had to rely solely on context and sound. It was daunting at first, but something clicked. By the age of 8, I wasn't just keeping up. I was light years ahead of my peers. That immersive trial by fire taught me that listening is the true foundation of fluency. Let's dive into how you can do it too. So how can you replicate this success? It begins with a shift in perspective. Most learners treat listening as a passive activity, but at a C2 level, it must be an active pursuit of nuance. You need to stop viewing English as a subject to be studied and start treating it as an environment to be inhabited. My uncle's no-subtitle rule wasn't a punishment. It was a gift. It forced my brain to stop translating and start conceptualizing, a vital step for true fluency. To level up, you must first identify your auditory blind spots. Are you struggling with rapid-fire idioms? Or is it the subtle shift in tone that changes a sentence's meaning? I want you to find content that is just slightly above your current comfort zone. This is what linguists call comprehensible input plus 1. If you understand 100%, you aren't growing. You need that 5% of magic, words you don't know yet but can infer through the rhythm of the conversation. Remember my deal with my classmates? That was social accountability. To improve, you need to find your own barter. Find a community where your skills are valued and trade them. Whether it's a language exchange or a professional forum, using English as a tool to achieve a goal, like solving a math problem, strips away the performance anxiety. When the stakes are real, your brain prioritizes retention. Don't just learn to speak. Learn to negotiate, to comfort, and to lead. Finally, understand that my progress at age 8 wasn't a miracle. It was the result of consistent, high-volume exposure. You need to curate your digital ecosystem, change your phone's language, listen to podcasts while you commute, and watch documentaries without the safety net of subtitles. It will be frustrating at first. Embrace that friction. That itch in your brain is the sound of new neural pathways forming. You are quite literally rewiring your mind for mastery. This journey is not about perfection. It's about the joy of discovery. Here at LudoLanguages, we believe that play is the highest form of research. If you're ready to stop studying and start living the language, you're in the right place. In our next session, we'll break down the shadowing technique to sync your speaking with your listening. Until then, keep your ears open and your curiosity piqued. I'm thrilled to be part of your linguistic evolution. See you in the next episode.